Hey, Sereca here. Welcome to my morning routine series, your guide to creating intentional mornings that align with your purpose, faith, and goals. I'm excited to walk with you on this journey of building mornings that empower you to rise in excellence every single day. Hey, Sereca here. Welcome to part two of my morning routine series. In today's video, I'll be talking about the benefits of having a morning routine. Just to summarize, in part one, which is last week's video, I share a 3-step system to help you build a morning routine. So if you're someone who thinks that building a morning routine is hard because you have tried and failed, or it just looks hard overall, I strongly encourage you to watch that video because one of the goals for that video was to make it as simple as possible. And over the years from late 2015, early 2016, I have been working on building my morning routine. So I know a thing or two. So I strongly encourage you, go and watch that video. And there's also a PDF download where it's a workbook. So you watch the video, answer the questions, be sure to print it out so you have it on hand to check back whenever you need it. And as always, I guess this is going to be my little theme, take action immediately. Let's dive into this week's video. I'm going to share with you 4 benefits of having a morning routine. Once again, I don't want to overload you with too much information. So the 4 benefits of having a morning routine is 1, it gives you time for prayer and Bible study. 2, it helps you to get back on track. 3, it brings predictability, structure to a busy day or your busy life. And 4, it builds consistency and discipline. I'm going to dive into all 4 benefits and just to share my thoughts as to why I highlighted these 4 benefits and how they can benefit you. Okay, so the first benefit is that a morning routine gives you time for prayer and Bible study. If you're someone trying to find time to pray and read your Bible, having a morning routine will give you the time you need. The good thing is you don't need to wake up extra early to do this. Waking up 30 minutes earlier is all you need. Use that 30 minutes for prayer and Bible study. And before you know it, if you continue to do this for the next 30 days, you can finish a book of the Bible. You will have built consistency, you would have built a new habit, and most of all, your desire to read your Bible, to pray, and to spend time with God will be fulfilled. The second benefit of having a morning routine is that it helps you to get back on track. If you have a lot going on in your life right now, which is causing you to feel stuck, you can use a morning routine to help you get back on track. Waking up before your household or before the world does, it goes a long way. Make a list of what it would look like if your life is back on track. Break that down into tangible small things to do. Work on those things daily, and over time, you will feel peace and in control of your life. You can set a timer for 30 minutes each day just to work on that list. Like, you don't have to complete everything, but just 30 minutes each day to work on that list will help you over the next 30 days. The thing is, we build habits by repetition. Good habits or bad habits is built by repetition. Bad thoughts or good thoughts is built by repetition. So if you each day set your timer for 30 minutes and to work on that list to bring you closer to feeling and being in control of your life, you're going to see results because you have been repeating it. I have learned that it's not how much you do, but it's the consistency. And for this past maybe 4 or 5 months, the Lord has been really building the mindset of becoming 1% better. I learned about this concept in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And to be honest, at first, I didn't gravitate to it because I lacked understanding. But when I was struggling in my life to meal prep and actually be a keeper of the home, the Lord brought that concept back to mind. And He was like, Sereca, write out how you would meal prep and work on improving one area each week. Let me tell you, my meal prep system is good. Simply because I created a plan and worked on one thing each week. And if I needed more time, I rolled that one thing to the next week. And over time, it stacked up. It compounded to create this big system that flows well, that helps me to meal prep and be a keeper of the home. And most of all, I am happy because I'm accomplishing a goal that is very dear to my heart. The Bible talks about being a keeper of the home, and that is something I want to flourish in. That is something I want to be, a character that dwells in me, something that I identify as. When you use a morning routine to help you get back on track, you will move from feeling overwhelmed to feeling calm, peaceful, and in control of your life. You will find yourself moving in a direction that brings you closer and closer to your goals and to the life and even the person you want to be. Trust me, there is power in having a morning routine, and there is this concept of micro habits. So it's not about how big it is, it's about consistency. The third benefit of having a morning routine is that it brings predictability and structure to your life and to your day. If you don't like to feel restricted, but want to be disciplined and have structure, because the Bible talks about that, having a morning routine will help you feel structured because you will have control of your day and your life. You know what to expect, what needs to be done, and things will flow peacefully. This is what having a morning routine provides. The fourth benefit of having a morning routine is that it builds consistency and discipline. Do you feel frustrated with yourself because you start and stop things repeatedly? Like it's just who you are. Having a morning routine can change that cycle and can help you to become the person who finished what you started. The reason why you lack consistency is because you haven't built the habit. Create your morning routine, make a list of what you want to do each morning in the order they should be done, and commit to following that checklist each day for the next 30 days. I shared earlier that consistency is built by repetition. Habits are built by repetition. So if you create a morning routine, have a checklist for it, and follow it for the next 30 days, you will build the habit of being consistent. I want to point out, this is not about perfection. This is about building the habit. This is about putting the reps in so that you can reprogram your subconscious mind and create pathways in your brain that is needed to build a new habit. As I study neuroplasticity, I am learning more and more and gaining the understanding that the reason why we struggle to do anything is because we don't put the reps in. This is because we need pathways in our brain. And when you repeat something, in this case, a morning routine, doing the same thing for a period of time, you're creating pathways in your brain. That's how you build a habit. That's how it sticks. For the next 30 days, follow the same morning routine. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be 3 things. Follow the same thing for the next 30 days. Mark it off on your calendar. Make it exciting. Create a checklist. Create a habit tracker. Whatever you like to do to give you the encouragement and the motivation, and show up every day for the next 30 days. Tell yourself that this will be the first thing you complete each day, which is your morning routine. You're going to start to feel excited because you're accomplishing things that you said you will do. And for once, finally, you're going to finish something that you started. Once again, this is not about perfection. This is about showing up. So if you missed a day, that's okay. Show up the next day. That's it. Tell yourself how happy and productive you feel for trying. It is very important because telling yourself that you feel productive and that you're happy that you're trying is a concept called positive self-talk. If you find yourself saying you always start stuff and never finish, you're not going to finish this because that's just who you are. That is negative self-talk. And you're actually talking yourself out of doing the very thing you want to do. But if you flip the script and say the opposite, say positive things, say things that encourages you, say things that you wish a friend will say to you, what you're doing is you're talking yourself into doing the thing that you desire to do despite struggling with it. Over time, you will have reprogrammed your subconscious mind to think positively about everything when it comes to your morning routine. As a result, you will start to feel better, you will start to have more positive thoughts, and you will realize that it's becoming easier and easier to show up for the things that you said you want to do. Negative self-talk is very dangerous. And positive self-talk is a positive and a very powerful concept to reprogram your mind to think in alignment with what God has called you to do. These are the 4 benefits of having a morning routine. Knowing these benefits, how do you feel about starting a morning routine and sticking to it for the next 30 days? Take some time to think about that. Look at your life in areas that you want to improve and just imagine yourself working on those areas one by one every day for the next 30 days. I am feeling really, really calm and excited about this. And I know you're feeling the same thing too, because you have shifted your perspective from blaming and complaining about not doing that to really envisioning yourself doing it. It's going to shift your emotions. I have learned that our thoughts influence how we feel, and how we feel influence what we do. So shift yourself from always focusing on what you're not doing, and shift it to focus on what you want to do and how you're going to do it, and actually show up each day to get that thing done. If you need help with building a morning routine, do these 3 things. Number 1, watch my last video, which I did last week, which dive into 3 steps to help you build a morning routine. Once again, I want to make this so simple for you. So that's why I narrowed it down to 3 steps. So that's part 1. Part 2 is to download the PDF guide that comes with that video. I created that guide because if you're like me, you like paper, you like tangible stuff, you like to see it. If you're another person who is overwhelmed because you believe that you don't know what to do or you'll forget and it makes you anxious, you're going to have the paper right there to see it, which will decrease you feeling anxious and helping you to actually take action, because this is something that you want to do. I will also link to that PDF download in today's video as well. Step 3, complete that PDF guide and start immediately. Tell yourself that you're going to start immediately. Don't let 24 hours pass you by, depending on the time that you are watching this video and the time that you watch that video. Don't let 24 hours pass you by. Take action immediately when you're feeling joyful, when you're thanking God for providing this video, when you feel like you have found the answer that you have been praying for a very long time. Take action in that state to build the momentum to keep on going. Thank you for watching today's video. I value your time. I look forward to seeing you in part 3 of my morning routine series, where my goal is to help you create intentional mornings that align with your purpose, faith, and goals, and to empower you through these morning routine series to finally be able to rise in excellence. We're approaching to the new year, and I want you to feel motivated, energized, and feeling confident, like you have all you need to start the new year strong. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in part 3.